President Park Geun-hye will set off on a more than week-long tour to 3 African countries this week. The South Korean leader is expected to focus on strengthening trade and diplomatic ties with those countries, as well as issues related to North Korea. Kwon Jang-ho with the details.
Considered a final frontier of vast untapped opportunity and resources, Africa has been receiving growing interest from world powers. Obama and Xi Jinping made state visits last year, and now South Korea's President Park is following suit. She'll first arrive in Ethiopia before making her way to Uganda and finally arriving in Kenya. She will also be the first Korean president to speak at the African Union, dubbed the African UN. She'll be looking to highlight and share the success story of Korea's development from a third world country to a leading economic player in the world.
African nations are very much aware of the economic and social struggles that Korea endured, such as colonization, war, and poverty. They have expressed that Korea is seen as a benchmark for development.
Another issue that will be covered on these state visits will be North Korea. All 3 countries have had diplomatic relations with the regime in the past. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni in particular had a close relationship at the beginning of his presidency, making 3 visits to Pyongyang in the 80s to meet with Kim Il-sung. But relations have since cooled, with Museveni becoming the first foreign head of state to visit President Park after she took office in 2013.
The issues of peace and unification on the Korean Peninsula and the recent UN Security Council Resolution 2270 require help and cooperation from these countries. So far, they have been very accommodating.
After these visits, President Park will be making her way straight to France as she looks to continue expanding South Korea's influence on the international stage through summit diplomacy. Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News.